Hey, I am Izna. I am a manifestation and mindset coach, and I am here to help you embody your desires. Please go ahead and check out my description below if you would like any of my contact information, how to reach out to me, my services, anything like that. You can find it down here, okay? If you have any questions, go ahead and feel free to reach out to me, leave me a comment, hit the like, subscribe button. I would be really happy if you would stick around. Come back and see me again. Nice to have you here. So today's video is going to be in answer to a question that I get quite a bit. And I wanted to figure out a new way to answer this question. Oh, before I forget, by the way, I've gotten some questions about Ivy and Phil, so I wanted to give you guys a update. This is Ivy. And the big one, the big guy back here, this guy, this is Phil, just so you guys know. So you can take a look at him. New plants, yeah, okay. Anyway, so this question that I get asked a lot is in the form of a couple different ways that you can say it. So let me see if I can get some of these different verbiage ways out so that we can talk about it. Okay, so what is the ways that we discuss this topic? Well, the way that people usually phrase this to me is something to the effect of, how do I believe in what I want? Or is it okay to not believe in what I want? Or is letting go important? How do I not choose the old story? How do I move forward? How do I make a choice? How do I believe I'm going to get what I want? How do I know I'm going to get what I want? How do I trust? How do you choose? How do you move forward? How do you not let yourself worry, doubt, fear? So interestingly enough, had something happen tonight that was not LOA related, that made me stop and be like, and I knew as soon as I heard it, I had to share it. And so sure enough, I'm doing a video on it because I think it's really important. Okay, so we live in a very fear-driven society. We just do. People around us, media, everything that we do every day is fear-driven. That's just the way our brains have been interpreted to see our lives, right? Why do we need jobs? Because we're afraid to not have money so that we can pay bills, right? Why do we have expensive cars? Because we're afraid of what it looks like to other people if we don't have an expensive car, right? Why do we send our kids to the best schools? Because we are afraid they're not going to grow up and be smart and productive if we don't, right? Why do we want to look a certain way? Why do we want to be skinny? Why do we want to be tall? Okay, all of it is fear-based, right? So why do we push ourselves so much or beat ourselves up so much about wanting what we want? It's fear, right? Why is it so difficult to not let go of old habits, old patterns? It's fear. It's because we know what that was like. We've lived it. We know, right? So how is it that we can actively sit there and be like, oh, well, I just have to let go of this fear and move on. That's all there is, right? Most people aren't going to get to that point, right? So I kind of have a way now to make it so that you can get to that point. And I'm going to give you this idea, but I want to preface this by saying this is a very sensitive thing. And I know that a lot of people really don't like this topic. So I apologize if you get creeped out by this. I apologize if this is something that is very sensitive to you and you don't like it. However, this is the best analogy, the best description, the best way for me to basically give you an idea of what's happening, okay? And what it is you're doing, okay? So I'm going to explain, and then whenever I'm done, I need you to give me a chance, okay? Stick with me to the end here, okay? Okay. So, I actively watch and do things that other people are terrified of. I just do. It's part of my nature. I just love it, okay? So, as part of what I do, though, I watch tarantula videos. I watch spider videos. I love them. I think they're fascinating. I love watching them and seeing how they act, how they interact, how people handle them, how they are handled, all kinds of stuff. I just think it's fascinating, okay? So one of the creators here on YouTube does a video, and he did a 3-part series on common questions. And on his second one, towards the end, he asked a question, are tarantulas good pets? And of course his answer was yes, right? Because that's he does tarantula videos, so that's pretty logical that he's going to say that. Okay. So having said yes, though, he said, especially for people who are afraid of spiders. And I went, well, that's an interesting answer. Why would he say that? And then he went on to explain, and his explanation floored me. So his explanation basically said that when we fear something, we turn it into something big and scary, huge, monolithic. I can't get over it. I can't overcome it. I don't know how. It becomes a what if. It becomes a, oh my God, it becomes some big thing, right? Some big scary thing because it's the unknown, right? And his description was, when you own one, it takes away the fear of unknown. It makes it so that you no longer have to wonder, are they going to bite me? Are they mean? Are they aggressive? What are they like? Because when you own one and they're sitting there in that aquarium tank and they're locked up, they're not big and scary anymore. They're harmless. It completely removes all of the fear from having one. So, to me, I was like, oh my God, this right here, this is what I need to tell you guys. Everybody asks, how do I get rid of the doubt? How do I get rid of the fear? Okay, whatever it is that you are creating is that spider. It's harmless, but you gotta tackle the fear. You got to walk head first into the unknown and know that whatever it is that you are wanting, whatever it is that you desire, is better than what you've had. Now, I know some of you are going to be like, but I don't know that. Yes, you do. Because if what you have is so great, then you wouldn't be sitting here saying, I want something different. That's the point. So if you can honestly sit here and tell me that you are wanting to create something different for yourself, then you are capable of being able to tackle your fear. It's really that simple. Now, how? Right? It's not that how. Here's how, right? Just like owning one of those tarantulas and having it sit on a bookshelf or whatever, right? At first would be scary. Over time, you'd be able to see that they're completely harmless. There's nothing to fear, right? They're locked up. They can't hurt you. They're not going anywhere, okay? So just like your manifestation, whatever it is, it's locked up. You're in control. It can't go anywhere. It only is going to do what you tell it to do. It's only unknown as long as you keep it from you. As soon as you try, as soon as like you embrace it and you say, this is mine, it's okay, I'm going to walk forward. I'm going to choose growth. I'm going to choose change. I'm going to choose different. I'm going to start doing something I've never done before to get different results. That's when you're going to actually start getting what it is you want. Because you're letting go of an old fear. You're saying whatever it is that I've been fearing is behind me. I've let it go. It's gone. Like, the fear is not more powerful than the desire. That is how we create. Okay? So I know a lot of you are going to be sitting here saying, but how do I equate this to what I want? It's really simple. Whatever it is that you are desiring is literally that spider sitting in that aquarium, that terrarium, whatever you want to call it. It can't go anywhere. It can't do anything. It can't exist without your help. You're in complete control of it. So stop seeing it as some big scary thing Because it's not. If a spider was completely locked up and couldn't get in or out, couldn't be fed, couldn't exist without your help, would it still be big and scary? Think about it. If you took away all its ability to live, heck, you could even torture the damn thing if that's what you wanted. I'm not saying you should. I think that's mean, and I'm not suggesting that. I want to make that clear. But I'm saying you could, right? That's your choice. You're making a choice here because you're in complete control of what's happening. That's the way you need to start seeing your desires. Whatever it is not outside of you. It is waiting for you to sit there and accept that you don't need to know it to make it happen. You just need to trust that it's going to be okay. Trust that you're in control. Trust that whatever happens with it is because of you. Because of you. So all you need to do is do it. Just do it. You're not going to know what it feels like. It's not going to be comfortable. It's not going to be known. That's not the point. The more you do it, the more you're going to know. So stop trying to make it logical. Stop trying to figure it out. Stop trying to understand. You don't understand. You're trying to do something you've never done before. So don't understand it. Just make it so your desire is more powerful than your fear. Do you want it bad enough? Do you want your person? Do you want that job? Do you want that life? Do you want that money? How much? How badly? What would you give if I said you would have it tomorrow? So stop letting anything tell you any different, especially yourself. Stop it. Nothing is more powerful than you. And the fear is making it so that you have resistance. It is delaying it. It is literally making it so that you are focusing on the fear. And I know some of you are going to say, but I'm doing it. I'm doing the work. I'm doing the work. Okay, great. But are you doing it more than you're fearing? More than you're doubting? More than you're worrying? Fear is not disabling, guys. Fear is supposed to be empowering. When I get afraid of something, yeah, I might be afraid of it at first, but you know what I end up doing? I end up walking right up fucking to it and saying, you know what? Fuck you. No one tells me who I am. No one tells me what I'm capable of, and no one tells me what I can or cannot do. No one. Except me. So if I want something, it's mine. And no fear, no doubt, nothing except me is going to shut it down. Period. Nothing. So you need to realize that anything you desire is just like that fucking spider. Are you going to own one? Are you going to be brave enough to fucking own one? Or are you just going to sit there and say, no, it's too big and scary, I can't have it? Think about it. You tell me. Which one is your option? You only have the two. You can have whatever you want, but you have to start believing. You have to get over your fear. You have to say to yourself, whatever it is that I want is more powerful. My desire is more powerful than my fear. All the what ifs, all the questions, all the doubt, none of it matters. What matters? How bad do you want it? How much are you willing to overlook? That's what matters. So stop telling yourself, oh, it's big and scary. And there's so many things that could go wrong. And there's so many things that I have to overcome. And there's so much. No, stop. Just get the damn spider, put it in the freaking tank, and figure it out as you go. Stop trying to make it perfect. It's not going to be perfect. What it is going to be is a start. You're going to start. You're going to start believing in yourself. You're going to start knowing your power. You're going to start actually getting your shit. You're going to step into the unknown and trust yourself. Because I know that if I got a fucking pet tarantula, nothing would happen without my permission. Nothing. Nothing would happen, period. And every time I looked at that spider, I would think to myself, that is an actual physical representation of manifestation. Right there. Because that is complete control. Knowing that nothing is capable, nothing is possible without me. And you can choose to see it as, oh my God, it's a big bad thing. It's hairy, it's creepy, it's gross. Or you can choose to see it as, wow, that thing only exists and survives because of me. It's not big, bad, or scary. It's me conquering my fear. Look at how amazing I am. Look at how fucking powerful I am. Look at what I fucking did. So, don't let fear get to you. Don't sit there and tell yourself that anything that you want is better than you. Don't let anything do that to you, because it's not. So I hope this video helped you. I hope this gave you some perspective, and I hope to see you soon.